Hey Gudas, so I'm here to do a labor and delivery story with this guy right here, baby Zai. So he's been sleeping for a little bit, about a good 15 minutes now in my hands. So let's get on with the video before he gets rowdy. No, he's a calm baby. He's pretty good. He's almost perfect.
He's perfect, okay?
I was born on April 30th, okay? So for those who remember in my past update videos, you remember me saying that I was going to have a C-section on May 6th. That didn't happen. And if you remember from my old videos, I said, oh, I would really miss the natural birth, but I would have to go with a C, but I choose to go with a C-section because the twins were C-section, cesarean. So it was just easy to go with another C-section with this pregnancy. So April 30th, Zai was born. Let's go back a few days, about that Thursday. I had my box braids in and I took them out because I wanted my hair to be clean and fresh to get ready, getting prepared for the C-section for the next week, right? So I took my box braids out, washed my hair, do all that stuff. Are you pooping? You can't poop in the video. Huh? It's a video going on. You can't poop out of it while I'm with mama doing a video. No pooping. Yes. So that Thursday, took my braids down, washed my hair, and all that stuff. Getting prepared for next week, right? Friday came. I just have a feeling that I should get my hair done. Like something saying, girl, you should get your hair did. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. You know, I was gonna do it that Monday or coming Monday or something. And this nagging thing just, you better get your hair did. So all day it's been telling me that. Went in the bathroom and did some big box braids. There's probably about 12 in my head or something. So I got that done. And that Friday night while doing my hair, I felt some little light cramping, like super light. Like Braxton Hicks or worse than that. Like super light cramping. But it felt different. And I've never felt that. Felt that the whole pregnancy. It felt different, you know. But it's so light. Like from a scale from pain 1 to 10, it's a 1. That's how light it is. But it felt different. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know. So anyway, the next day, which is April 30th, that's Saturday, Steven, my husband, had to go into work because he had some projects he had to finish up. So I did laundry for most of the day, because we had to go over to my brother-in-law's, which is Steven's brother, in the evening for dinner, right? So I was there doing laundry. At about 12 o'clock, about noon, I felt some little light contractions. So I figured, because I'm doing laundry, and it's a lots of laundry. Okay, I got lots of kids here. So I'm doing laundry, lots of it. And I'm like, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get this done. Little light contractions. Nothing to worry about. So Steven got home about 4:30. And then we all got dressed. Went over to my brother-in-law's for dinner. But ironically, it was, we went over there the wrong day. Because me and his wife, my sister-in-law, was texting back and forth earlier that day about me coming over for dinner. But I thought she was talking about that Saturday. So anyway, it wasn't that Saturday. We went over there. They weren't home. Okay? And on the way over there, I was getting a little bit more contractions. And it started coming on a little bit more heavier, where I'm like, ooh, gotta bite my teeth on that one, you know? I figured I'm gonna have a C-section next week. Plus, I'm due soon. So, you know, my body's preparing, getting contractions and all that stuff. So anyway, so we went over there. They weren't even home. They were at a wedding when we called them, and yeah. So we're like, okay, let's go back home. So then his other brother that lives in town, he called, because he was supposed to go over there for dinner too, but like I said, we went on the wrong day. So he called. He's like, just come over here. We'll have something. We'll have from one brother-in-law to the other. It just got worse. I'm like, Steven is like, my husband's like, we should go to the hospital. I'm like, no. And the reason why I didn't want to go to the hospital, one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to the hospital is I just didn't like April. No offense for people that is born in April, because my dad is born in April, my sister's born in April. No offense. I just didn't want an April baby. Like, I don't even know why. I just didn't want an April baby, you know? And maybe because of the last day of April too. I don't know why, but I'm like, I said to my husband, I don't like April. I'm waiting for May. The contractions started coming more. And I'm like, okay, we should go to the hospital. So we left all the kids at his brother's house and came back home for my bag that I had packed and to grab some few other things. Because we live super close to the hospital, like less than a 5-minute drive. So I went on to the room, I got checked in and everything like that. They strapped me up to the machine and to hear the baby's heartbeat and all that good stuff. And then the contractions were really bad. They were like 5 minutes or less apart, okay? Like really bad. Painful now, okay? Now it's serious business. So yeah. So she's like, okay, we have to check you. So she checked me after a contraction, and then she was like, okay, we got to call your doctor. You're at an 8. And I was quiet for a while. And I waited till she left the room, and then I started bawling. Like, at an 8, I'm supposed to have a C-section, because I was scared. I was scared. I'm not going to lie, scared, because the reason why I was supposed to have a C-section, and I don't know how safe it is to go VBac after just having a baby 17, 18 months ago, you know? So I was scared, you know? She came back and said, well, my doctor said to give me something to slow down the contractions. And then they moved me to a labor and delivery room. Okay? So yeah, so I'm there, contractions, the thing to slow down the contraction worked for about a good 20 minutes, I'll say. But I was still feeling contractions, but it subsided a little bit. Doctor came, he came all dirty and muddy and stuff because it's Saturday. He was in the mountains having fun, riding dirt bikes and all that stuff. So he came in all dirty and I'm there having contractions, right? And stuff. So he went, said hi and all that good stuff and went and washed up to get all cleaned up. So the contractions started coming really heavy. I signed this paper like about 10 times. So they're like, okay, you're gonna have you're having contractions, but you're at an 8, so we can go ahead and support you with VBac if you want to. And I was scared. I did not know what to do because the hospital where I'm at, it's really new. They weren't staffed to support VBacs. So they would have to send you to the other hospital, which is about 10-15 minutes away, for a VBac. But it wouldn't be enough time to send me over there. But anyway, they're like, we'll support you if that's what you want to do. I did not know what to do. So I signed a paper, okay, I'm going to have a C-section. Then they came back with another paper. You can try the VBac if you want to. I signed that. Like, I keep signing paper back and forth. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So me and Steve, we prayed about it, okay? And we made the decision that we're just going to try the VBac. Super nervous here, super scared. Okay, so the contractions are coming now. That drug is done its course for the 20 minutes, whatever. The contractions are coming hard and I'm feeling like I want to push and all that stuff. So the doctor came in and is like, okay, Kameka, I'm going to have to check you on this contraction. I'm like, check me while the contraction is going? No, that's too painful. That's what I told him straight up. I'm like, no, you're not checking me with the contraction. And he was like, okay. And I think he waited. He didn't check me with that contractions because I'm like, no way you're checking me with that contraction and stuff. So it's like, okay, I think you're at a 7. So because the drug they gave me to slow down the contraction, now the cervix is starting to close up a little bit. So now it's at a 7. So okay, more contractions come in. They wait till a couple more pass, and I was opening back up. Now I was at an 8. So yeah. So anyway, I'm there, and now I'm really wanting to push, okay? And they checked me again. I was at a 9. And it went by so fast. Now I'm feeling like I want to push. I screamed so hard. I was embarrassed when I was done. It's like it's the worst pain I could ever feel. Like I had no time to get an epidural. Hey, I can do this. It's just pain. I won't die. Even though I feel like I literally was going to die. Like the pain is so bad. They didn't even give me anything to knock the edge off the pain. Nothing. Not even the ibuprofen. Okay. Hey, Buggy. We're talking about you. We're talking about you, Bug. Yes, Bugga. So yeah. The pain was so bad, guys, like so bad. I thought I was gonna die. I was just saying, Heavenly Father, please help me the whole time. And I started screaming. I screamed so hard. And I don't know, I was trying everything to alleviate the pain. So I saw gum. I asked the nurse, can I have gum? She's like, yes, you can have gum. And I'm chewing the gum, and I'm trying to, the contractions come, and then the gum started choking me. I spit the gum like right up in the air. I don't even know what happened. Steven said he picked it up and stuff, but no one cared. And then they're like, okay, if you want to push. And I'm there pushing and screaming, and he wasn't coming out yet. Then after a few more seconds, they're like, okay, I see his head. And I'm like, oh, pushing with all my might. And one point I was pushing, and then the nurse said I wasn't breathing. I was just pushing. Then she said, look at me. You need to stop the screaming and push if you want this baby to come out safe, okay? And I'm like, okay, but I needed to hear that, because after a while I wasn't listening to anyone anymore. Honestly, I was just so in pain. I wasn't listening to anyone. So I'm glad that nurse got serious with me, okay? She said that, and just kind of stuck with me, and I started listening. I started listening to her, actually, no one else. One big push, and then you just feel everything. You just feel the baby coming out of you. It's the weirdest, most gratifying feeling ever. When he came out, it's like the pain just stopped, okay? And then the nurse came over with this big old needle. Okay, Kameka, I'm gonna have to give you a shot to help with your bleeding, so you don't bleed too much. Like right away, as soon as I pushed him out, I'm like, no more pain, no more pain. And I'm like blocking her hand because this was so painful. I don't want to feel no more pain. And she had this big old needle showing me she's gonna have to give me a shot in my leg. I'm like, no more pain, no more pain. I'm blocking her hand. All I did that, she's like, you have to get it. And this big old needle, bam, right in my leg. I'm like, okay, I rest my case. So this is my first delivery without zero drug. Like all natural, pioneer woman style. All I needed was a stack of hay and a stable. This is like Bethlehem Days delivery. Anyhow, like pioneer style. So yeah, guys, that's my labor and delivery story. So I'm sure I missed out something that I wanted to say as usual. So if you have any questions, please write them down below. And thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. So thank you for watching, Gudas. Bye. Say bye, Zai. Bye. Bye. Bye, Buggy. Buggy, 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 Buggy.